let's cook here. How we playing it? Okay, XPERION have isolated a single individual. Fluffball, unfortunately, throwing the knife round unless Vonix and Joski can make it happen, but they won't. So, yeah, you leave the pack, you get isolated, and you lose the brawl. Unfortunate for GLITCHTECH, but XPERION going to get their choice of sides, and we'll figure out in just a moment what choice of side that is going to be. I dare say it would be a safe bet to say they're looking like they want to stay on the CT side. There you go. We'll figure out who plays where in just a moment. Game is live. We are cooking. And we are ready to see which of these two teams is going to be able to take the big fatty dub here in EU Advanced for ESEA League Season 53. Okay, 2 sets of Julies. Armor for most. Raza just with the one flash to maybe set up a play. And GLITCHTECH on the other side of things. 1 set of util armor on everyone else. Smoke towards CT. Looks like it's going to be the full commit towards an A rush. Jansen with his little peek into main will be able to pick off Joski. Huge pick from him. Fluffball though. Trying to make his way forward. Oh, okay. Won't be able to find the entry that they're looking for, but they are slowly creating space. Fluffball has to get that reload off, swinging back together. Egrin leaves him for dead, but he doesn't need any help. Fluffball just tearing through him. And in the meanwhile, it is going to be the B plant. You see behind, just lurking over towards the B site, and these CTs are so lost as to what the hell has gone down. Oh my lord, it's planted B. The realization kicks in, and they are not happy with what they have just encountered. Egrin going to get his head ripped off, and now we're down to a 1v1. No kit in play, and behind knows all he has to do is survive. He'll do that perfectly, and GLITCHTECH will be taking the T-pistol. Sneaky individuals. I was too caught up in the action, didn't realize we were pulling a sneaky pug strat, but it was more than enough to get them the dub. Julie's going to be carried across, as well as the half Kev, which I believe was tagged, so shouldn't get the free upgrade. But we are going to see a drop across instantly of M4, I believe. So you got Tricky with that. He's got the half armor. Looks like they're just throwing a bunch of different bits and bobs around just to make sure this full buy is as powerful as possible. 3-2 split. No one at mid for XPERION. One towards Donut. Just gazing at mid from that position. Ooh, Jansen. Going to be mollied into cave. Will be stuck. Smoke will bloom at the vent just at the right moment. And we're going to see an aggression through a main. Big pick out of Tricky. Now they know that it is going to be that buy from XPERION. And the T's have to go forward faster. Cave control going to be held onto. Nice positioning from Jansen. Will catch Egrin and maybe get a bit more damage done. 5-7 coming through the smoke. Able to get the trade. And they know where... Oh, he was. Unfortunate for XPERION. It actually looked really good for a moment. It was just... the 2 players on site swinging around, going a little bit crazy there in the post plant. And we'll be able to punish XPERION for that force bite. So a third should be put on the board relatively easily. Jansen, though, with the Kev and that 5-7 and a couple of bits of extra util tossed around to try and get any financial damage done onto GLITCHTECH's economy. 4-1 split. 4 with the bomb towards B main. Behind, Solo with a full set of util. Going to explore towards A. His footsteps have been heard, but Sheezy will be clearing. Speaking of clearing, Joski won't be able to make his way into Cheetah. That 5-7. Got a lot of bite with the bark. And now with the man down, GLITCHTECH trying to figure out where they want to go. Nice pick from behind. And that may be able to fully open up the A site. Cheetah will also get cleared. They knew that Jansen was there. And Razar trying to figure out the perfect time to drop that smoke, which may have been now, forcing the T straight through, but he won't be able to find that first. He needed it onto Vonix, but just won't be able to snatch him away. And from the man disadvantage, they've found a man advantage. Egrin, oh, this is aggressive. This was a little too aggressive, and maybe an answer into the round for XPERION. Mac 10 retrieved. But XPERION thinking maybe that Kevlar, maybe the Mac 10. can be useful towards that next round instead. Oh, that MAC-10's gone. And Tricky, he's a juicy reward for the kill of that MAC-10. Jansen maybe exits, maybe a couple of extra dollars in the bank. He'll find one. Trade through from Fluffball and a third for the Grizzly Gamers. GLITCHTECH. Into round 4. XPERION. Finally, a gun round for them. Let's see what the strat is, what the setup is here on Ancient. Pixel has the AWP online. The best utility. Instant elbow smokes, and XPERION will be fighting for mid this time. Molly towards the bottom. Tease with a molly of their own to stop any hyper aggression, but that's going to be coming through anyway. Oh, Ryza so unlucky to not get a kill there. 4 points of health left on Joski. But mid control will be held onto by GLITCHTECH. 3-1-1 set up now. Sheezy giving up that red room control after getting smoked off. But GLITCHTECH still hanging around lane. And with enough utility to go for a solo exi. XPERION though. They've used a lot of smokes. But still have plenty of util to play with as well. And at the minute mark, we are going to see mid getting re-cleared. Vonex still making noise over towards the cutout. Hunting for free damage through the wall. With all that noise, we are going to see Tricky rotate back across, and just in time as well. These flashes not effective onto Pixel, who will be able to strike and hold on to ramp control. Bomb doesn't want to go that way on his own. And with 39 seconds remaining, they are going to refocus their attention towards the A site. Sheezy running for dear life to try and help out Ryza, who wants that A main control. I don't know if Sheezy has been seen sneaking a default. Crossfire now established. 2 for Sheezy, none for Ryza. And Tricky coming in just in time. Won't be able to get the damage done. GLITCHTECH looking good for a 4th. Pixel splits the wickets. Oh, but won't hit the quick flick. And GLITCHTECH, a flawless T-side so far. Oof. It's getting hot. XPERION so close, but alas, no cigar this time. Vonex with the insta window. And we might see GLITCHTECH again going for the mid control. However, it's just Egram running this direction. Molly in hand. We'll just be mollying off that aggression. It's interesting they're doing that rather than molly in heaven. But I guess XPERION might not be super well versed in taking that mid control, and especially on a low bar like this. Vonex, full confidence, straight up towards ramp. Eyes on long. It's the first man, and Sheezy will fall as that second. It's way too much control given by XPERION. And GLITCHTECH, of course, with a much superior buy, just going to be running over him. And they're hungry to continue to let XPERION know that there is no saving when they're alive. Freebie on Ryza and Jansen. Okay, MP9 will be warranted the upgrade there. Smoke to try and survive, but behind making a whole bunch of noise. Scurrying into CT, jumping close on the wall will have a helping hand. And the T's will overpower XPERION, not allowing a save of anything, as they'll move into the 6th with another gun round. Nothing super different this time, except a bit more utility. One kit going to be picked up by Jansen. And Tricky will join the kit party as well. GLITCHTECH, they are still rocking a MAC-10. They are still bringing that fun, aggressive gameplay as an option. And Fluffball happy to be the entry man with the extra movement speed. Getting through those smokes just at the right time. Edging the molly, even just running straight through. The disrespect is disgusting. But XPERION unable to do anything about it. And before the bomb's even planted, it feels like we are going to see GLITCHTECH already going for the hunt. Taking full CT control. And this is turning into a dire situation incredibly quickly for XPERION. For GLITCHTECH, you can't say the same. These individuals are honestly just farming. They are warmed up. They are sharp. They are ready. Nice flash, but tricky. Ready with the dodge, smoke to block and try and hold on to this rifle, as well as that AWP. And the T's will go through. Pre-fire into the corner. Tricky survives thanks to Pixel. No! Last second, another bullet flies through. Fluffball finds him. But the AWP may still be able to find some impact here. Oh, Fluffball. Going crazy at the moment. 152 ADR. Oh, they're farming. It's a feels bad for XPERION right now. But there's still a whole half of a half, also known as a quarter, of Counter-Strike remaining here for them. Okay. Put the AWP in a position to find that opening. Oh, missed opportunity. Unfortunate scenes for him, and that P90 is going to be running them down on the A side behind. He is just disrespecting them at this point, but hold that thought because the Pistols have found some picks. And now we've got a couple of upgrades here for XPERION. They are going for... I thought they were going for an early rotation, but Pixel's just all eyes on red. Good communication and nice movement from XPERION to take that A main control, give A and set up for the retake. Oh, Pixel's not going to get timed, is he? Looks like with where we have Egren lurking for GLITCHTECH, they were maybe looking for that B split, but with that smoke, they're going back to A instead. Egren coming late, Donut, and they're going to have all that space, which they'll find out in a moment. Cave getting cleared. XPERION still with Sheezy alive in A main, and GLITCHTECH surely going to be aware of it. Donut cleared. Angles held. This is a feels bad for XPERION if GLITCHTECH get away with the 3v5. And they might just. Oh, 2v3 over towards Donut side. It just depends on when this all gets activated. In comes the flash. There's the lineup. Egren, bit more damage. No utility. It's just going to be guns out and blazing. Sheezy has managed to lurk his way through A main. Vonix not quite spotting the pump out. And now things get awkward. Things are going to get difficult. And they might get expensive as well. Great cover from Jansen. And we will see the boys finally get on the board here. Better late than never is what they say. And still a chance for XPERION to turn this around, as hard as it might be. And tie it up at the half. Instant window coming through. Fluffball as well. The util god. Sending the other one over towards Cave. And Egren going to be mollied off, so won't be able to help mid straight away. Good utility from the CTs to get all that damage out already. Oh, missed chance again. Pixel getting really unlucky with a couple of these AWP shots, but the boost across the top, you never expect this. There ain't nobody expecting this except for Joski, who saw it. And, oh, they know there's a second man, but Sheezy locks it in for 3. And that's going to be the bomb down at Donut. Helping hand from Pixel as well, who will drop towards Brokey. Molly. Oh, bounces janky. But the HE might be more than enough. Smoke gets broke. And XPERION slowly making their way back into Red Room. There's the timing on this one. Nice shots. And there it is. Only one casualty after that. It looked like so aggressive into Donut, sorry. And as soon as they went for that, I thought that was over. But a huge hold from Sheezy. Just turning that one right around. And XPERION, they are still here. They are still kicking. Okay, donut smoke coming out. No one has mid, but no one wants mid. It's Cave they're after. Jansen holding strong. Fluff ball, the spacing between him and Egrin, a little too far apart this time. But they will still get Cheetah at least. XPERION still with 3 members towards the B site. Pixel jump peeking for info. And in comes the first wave of utility, and maybe the only wave of utility. Molly towards the back cutout, as well as default, forces them into the open. Tricky in a very rough position to be, and will unfortunately look away at just the worst possible moment, but had no help from his teammates. Only flashes there, which may have aided him. But now on the 3v4, you look at the money from a couple of the XPERION members and think, they can try this, but a save will give them another better chance later on. And Pixel just holding the line, allowing Jansen on 1 point of health to successfully sneak back towards CT with him. And GLITCHTECH, gentleman's handshake, happy just to keep their weapons alive as well. You look at their economy, this would have been a big loss for them if XPERION managed to hold that B-pop. But the dry push, the 3-man swing through the smoke was just a little too much to deal with. And there you have it. XPERION hunting for round 3 now. And they've got a good buy thanks to the save and thanks to the couple of rounds they managed to finally string together. Full utility for everyone. GLITCHTECH sending 3 members towards mid. Looking like that's where the approach is going to be this time. Flash in. Cheetah control in the hands of GLITCHTECH. And XPERION putting so much presence towards B early on. But with the smoke fading, oh, Sheezy's going to be seen. Dink around the corner. Will be followed through by Tricky, who's still here, but he knows that there's a second man hunting through red room. Crosshair readjusted just at the right moment. Now we're down to a 4v2, but they aren't expecting this third man yet. Tricky, 1 HP, peeks close to the corner. Oh, and the shadow has been seen. Rizard, though, even with that advantage, unfortunately falls. And now we're just down to a 2v2 like that. Big swing from Jansen. We'll find the first man. Vonnex goes for the trade instead of the sight and has no read on Pixel's position. So this round may just boil down to the timing. Taps it. Pixel doesn't hear. And as that CT smoke fades, Vonnex choosing the risky route. And it looks like he may just walk straight into Pixel. Has the timing. Slightly better for Pixel there. Shot straight on the noggin of Vonnex. And that'll be 3 for XPERION. You love to see it if you are a tier 2 German CS fan. How about GLITCHTECH? What are they going to do? They don't have the greatest utility. They don't have the greatest weaponry either. Fluff ball straight down to the Deagle. And he's going to go solo towards the B site looking to sell a fake. Molly towards the top of ramp to try and deny any free lane control. It's going to be a top ramp smoke as well. Just to block and keep the CTs guessing. Ooh, smoke's missed at the back of a main, which is unfortunate. I believe that was going to be the donut smoke. Pixel on the line, missed opportunity yet again. AWPing can be quite difficult in CS2, but the riflers, they are ringing true. Coming through with a big old hold on A. Bomb goes down, complete bloody mop up, and it's Joski in the 1v5. Good luck, mate. Flash comes forward, just a little too late there for Jansen. And Joski finds one more before Pixel successfully trades. But that'll be that. 4-7, one more round and a half. And XPERION doing an excellent job to bring this game back as a possibility. All right, what do we got? Elbow smoke. XPERION sending 3 towards mid. Might actually be going for the heaven control this time. Seems like they will not yet. Up cave. GLITCHTECH goes. 2-3 split on B. And these CTs are going to be overwhelmed imminently. And Pixel only able to find one. And the 2-for-1 trade is not enough. Minimal utility remaining. Open plant on long side of sight. And cave is the only position that they've managed to give up. They aren't aware that they could be there so quickly, though. Egrin, missed opportunity, goes back to the dig. One flash to play with. And the CTs maybe expecting a repeat. Still haven't made their way out of cave. Oh, pop flash. No good. Hits a janky spot. And the AWP will hit this time as well as behind. Lovely patience from the GLITCHTECH members. We got 8-4 at the half. And we're looking at halftime. Fluffball still barely out in the lead in terms of the kills, but behind. Huge damage. Good couple of assists coming through. KD looking stellar for them. And then some impact from the other individuals. And then over on the experience side of things, we've got Jansen doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Sheezy, I dare say that hold in donut was a huge difference maker for the half. If he didn't hit that, then it might have been a game that we could have seen GLITCHTECH run away with, but on the second pistol, Fluffball gets the info. That was not the bomb spotted, though. And Vonex in the bait position. Not going to be mollied out. Not going to be cleared. Fluffball surviving. Egrin as well towards donut. Big first pick. Can't get any more. And they need this man on the back side to activate, although I think he has gone down in the meanwhile. Doesn't matter. Trades so solid for GLITCHTECH. And that's going to be 9-4. Taking both pistols now. And this will really put pressure on XPERION to go for the force, even though they didn't get that plant down. Maybe they just concede one more round and try and get onto the full buys as soon as they possibly can. And that will be the call. Not a great position to be in for the Germans. Flash towards lane. Fluffball can't see a damn thing. Oh, but the kills still go the way of the CTs anyway. And I liked the theory for XPERION, but unfortunately, they just didn't get that first pick, which led to a plethora of SMG kills. That is a lot of money for these individuals. 1,800 extra dollary dues in the bank for behind. Rocking over a 3 KD now. Crazy scenes out of him. And we'll see what GLITCHTECH opt to do, because they still have 4 SMGs, just 1 FAMAS. And they're only going for minimal reinvestment. So you would suggest, or that would suggest even, that we are going to see a big fight for something, and it's probably going to be lane, given where all these players are playing. Okay, flashes there. Molly's disrespected. The CT and the T have gone past one another. That is unfortunate for Tricky. Egrin, I don't think he was seeing the Ts. They aren't looking at him. Oh, that timing. Immaculate for him to at least get that first one. CT's already swarming the A site. Bomb may be able to fall away, but Pixel, he's low, and he is running for dear life. The molly, it's actually a smoke that goes down, as well as the bomb. Unfortunate for him. Just didn't get the util out in time. Now it's up to Jansen to try and clutch this 1v3. First found. Smoke going to be beaten. Spots the jump up on the short side, which isolates the fight, but Joski ready for the swing. And that is 11 for GLITCHTECH. A rough one. A lot of unfortunate situations for XPERION, but GLITCHTECH seem to just always be putting themselves in positions to win these rounds, to, you know, find those first frags. Sometimes it can look a little puggy, like we saw at the start of the round, just running through the smoke and molly and somehow getting in behind enemy lines. But look, that's Counter-Strike for you. 4-1 split for XPERION. Going for the force, like a half force, just upgrading the pistols with some armor and some utility. And here we go. That's that molly push again behind. A bit too ambitious this time. Didn't get the SMG in hand to actually fight. And Razar looking to hold this deep short control. Has a friend at long, but the molly is holding him at bay. As are the rifles. Egrant hungry for blood with the org in hand. Good couple of flashes to come through and subdue the T's. They will, however, just continue to wrap for long and maybe go the whole way through towards the A site. Joski, though, won't be able to find it all. And Vonex, the final man, is known. 1 whole minute on the clock. Oh, tricky. Going for the mega swing. Won't be able to make his way across. Stops halfway. And the Tech 9 just does not have the power for it. But they will, however, be able to get this full buy off thanks to the round loss bonus and about $1,500 in the bank for all these 5 individuals for XPERION. And GLITCHTECH, on the other hand, they are happy as Larry, right as rain. We've played 16 rounds and behind has 2k damage. That is ridiculous. Also, great amount of enemies flashed. You love to see that. Good utility, good teamwork. And maybe some crazy strategies, just like this. Smoke off ramp, run through with 2. Get these trades. And the mid hold is ready for the pop out of the smoke. Pixel, mate, I dare say you have too big of a job ahead of you. And that is going to be 13-4. GG, GLITCHTECH. Get the job done. And behind, he bloody does it in style. Top fragging up a storm. What a game. What a game of Counter-Strike. That was a quick one. Unfortunately, I feel like that was way too quick. But look, GLITCHTECH, I didn't know him, but now we do. I'm glad that we got to meet these guys, learn a little thing or two about them,